Good evening, good evening, good evening, graduates. Good evening. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing? Let me turn the camera around so you can see me. Good evening. Yeah, ma, we're going to talk. Hold on, then let me turn this around. Is it turned around? There we go. There we go. How is everybody doing this fine evening? How is everybody doing? Let's see who is already in class nice and early. We're going to talk today. Yeah, man. Big up on a nice, clean self. For those of you who have entered and not only sat down in class, but done the do by liking up the live. Yes, as soon as you come in to thump up the algorithms. We're going to go down into some things. Vanessa, big up yourself, my sis. Misty Brown, what's up? Bernice, blessings, blessings. Tia Tati, big up yourself. Thank you so much for the purple hearts. I so appreciate you dropping those purple hearts. We're going to talk about a few things because you know what I know? That the only way we're going to get to the bottom of things is to revisit some of the essential information that got lost in the noise. Some of the essential information that got lost in the noise, right? We are going to get back on track when it comes to justice for Jaden. And we're not stop talk. We're not going to stop talking about it. A lot of people have lost the momentum and have lost the drive, but there are a few of us who have not and will refuse to. Hey, Andal, what's up? And will refuse to lose the drive. Because you know what I find so funny about this case? How the officials, the people who are in charge, how silent they are when it comes to Jaden Smith, because Jaden Smith is just an ordinary child from a poor background. And if it was any of them Tapanari Pitney Day, what this happened to, then would I make sure say them arrest somebody by now. Then would I make sure say somebody go down by now, somebody get sink by now. But because Jaden Smith is what the government regards as a statistic, and a big word in people. A statistic, meaning that they have low expectations for people who are below the poverty line, and therefore he is considered expendable, meaning that him can do away with, and it not make a difference to them pockets. You see, because Jaden Smith is just an ordinary little boy, the who's who are silent on the matter. Now, somebody said something on my channel yesterday that really got me thinking. They said, HTK, the reason why you're not hearing nothing and the reason why the police are not doing anything is because Principal Gabriel is involved. Because Principal Gabriel is involved, they don't want the matter to go any further. According to them, they said that Principal Gabriel have the police in them pockets. And it is about connections and the who's who, and that's why they are silent on the matter. I would really hate to think that this is the reason why we can't get no justice on now. I'd really hate to think this is the reason why people have gone so silent. Because you see, Jaden Smith case, I know the only missing child case we have in Jamaica, you know. But there's something very different about this one. Because he has literally just vanished. Vanished without a trace. And this little boy was a promising child. He was a high achiever. He had a bright future ahead of him. This child could have turned out to be the next prime minister the way in bright. There was a lot in Jaden's future that was cut short. And we need to know what happened to that little boy. He's not no ordinary little picnic in that sense, in that he would have grown up to be the statistic that some of us are predicting that he would be because he was from poverty. This was one that would have turned around and given others an opportunity to rise. And because of wickedness, because we have a family that is hell-bent on corruption, because we have people covering up for each other, want to just get rid of the child and expect nothing to come out of it. There's a reason why bloggers like myself are not letting go of this. Because Jamaica has dropped the ball when it comes to Jaden Smith. They have dropped the ball on purpose. So we're going to revisit some things. We're going to listen again to Principal Gabriel's interview on Nationwide. We're going to listen to the initial interviews with Mr. T and the initial interview with Anne, the aunt. And we're going to analyze, and we're going to break down exactly where the first lies came from. Because unless we keep doing things like this, people are going to forget. People are going to wonder why it is that them still talk about this. We're going to remind you all, even as a statistic, Jaden's case is still on the front burner, thanks to bloggers. Big up yourself. That's right. Big up yourself, Don. Yes, do not forget to double tap. Do not forget to double tap. If you are new to the channel, you have to hit the subscribe button, at least wait 20 minutes so that you can talk. You understand? But do not forget to double tap. We are going to, hey, my girl, new on your channel. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. Right? What is this? Hold on a second, people. Somebody just messaged me. Somebody just messaged me. What is this? You know, some mega block this person though. I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm mega, this is listen. This is an interlude. Because I have to address this quick and fast. And this is the thing that I cannot stand with some of you out here on this social media, you know. Because when you see me, you're saying I'm a peaceful corner. And you come with distraction. This person just come with distraction. Listen to this message and I'm going to read it to you. Hi, HTK. I never knew that you were a... Hi, HDK. I never knew that you were on Auntie Donna's show as an admin. Can you please unblock me? I heard on somebody's page that you are an admin on Auntie Donna page. You know, so your blouse and skirt mix up. Then suppose me dash out all your face now. Wanna stop disturb me with foolishness and rubbish that wanna hear from some gully side. You hear me? I have never been an admin on Auntie Donna's page, and I am not an admin on Auntie Donna's page. What is wrong with Uno? Y'all see me here in my corner working on something extremely important, and you come with crap. You see, because some of Uno don'ts and Uno not have no sense and don't know the difference between admin and moderator. I was a moderator and I asked her to take me off. Because that's not my page. I need to focus on my page. I mean, I want in a no bangarang with people on social media. Me take off my name. Me say take me off and she take me off. I have never been admin. There is a huge difference between admin and moderator. Is what wrong with Uno? Why do you guys insist on messaging me with crap? I cannot unblock anybody. Go and ask Donna herself to do it. And don't disturb my peace. Nonsense. Sorry about that. Them two fool. I cannot be asked. You understand? Big up yourself, Lala. Hey, 115, what's up? What's up? Exactly, moving right along. Nonsense. As a matter of fact, let me just block her blouse and skirt. Come on, know what she a message me for. Right on Facebook, she come ask me crap. Blocked. There, leave me alone. As I was saying, right? Let us revisit some of those interviews because this is where the original lies came from, right? And it is important that we do not lose our train of thought because we're trying to develop new concepts, new ideas, new what you would call conspiracy theories to try to figure out what happened with Jaden. So, without further ado, I think it's important that the first person that we listen to is the person who first brought the case to the public domain. And that is the aunt. Okay. So we're going to listen to the aunt. And when we listen to her, it will become apparent. Hold on. I'm just pulling up the file where some of these original lies started. Okay. So make we start here. So. All right, that's a Mr. T. We know a Mr. T. All right, Syria. Okay, guys, so we're going to listen, and we're going to break it down. Let us listen.
The negativity that persons are sending, because my son just showed me something a while ago where somebody said that we beat him and bury him. It's just like persons supposed to understand when you're grieving or you're under stress, don't try to say something to make the situation worse. You understand? I have Jaden for 7 years. 7 long years. I took Jaden when he was 5 years old. I was the one who got bursary.
Hold on a minute. Wait a second. That's not the first one. That's not the first one, people. That's the second one. Hold on. That is the second one.
Police. The negativity that persons are.
I see one there, sir. No, sir. Hold on, people. Hold on, because another one that me want. We played that one too, but another one that me want, people. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I am live. Sorry about that, people. I just have people that come in my room, so. And then see some up on the sitting. Hold on. Is that was not the first one, guys? Was it? Make a plate still, but me not think so that's the first one. Another one that me did want, Another one that me did want. Okay. See it now. This one.
Okay, so
hey, Linda.
I'm the guardian of Jaden.
Listen.
Remind us of Jaden's full name?
So it's Jaden Crashane Smith.
Alright, we're here at Manchester High School.
Yes.
That's the first one, right?
Organized on what is the mood Jaden's family right now, and what are you expecting from the search?
Well, the mood for Jaden's family right now for us, it's a very sad moment, it's a very lonely moment, it's a very despairing moment. everything that is upsetting right now. Because Jaden is my twin brother's son. So you could know the bond that we had. Jaden is like a glue to me. Person would say sometimes, Jaden, why you don't look at your auntie or give your auntie some space? He's just a loving child, he's a humble child, he's helpful. Words just can't explain how of a good child Jaden is. So I'm imploring to the community or the world in wide, anybody know of Jaden, where Jaden is. If you see Jaden, just bring him back home to us. We desperately need Jaden. We desperately need Jaden back home. His safety.
As you prepare to go off on this search, what are your expectations? What are you hoping will happen? What are you expecting to happen?
Well, I'm expecting that I might find him in a little corner, but fine, but alive. Yes. And the negativity that persons are sending, because my son just showed me something a while ago where somebody said that we beat him and bury him. It's just like persons supposed to understand when you're grieving or you're under stress, don't try to say something to make the situation worse. You understand? I have Jaden for 7 years. 7 long years. I took Jaden when he was 5 years old. I was the one who got birth certificate for Jaden, got him fully immunized and everything. When we were preparing for Jaden, Jaden is also the top PEP student for Beth Arbor Primary School. He was even the valedictorian for Beth Arbor School graduation. And I did every preparation to get Jaden off of school, 100%. So why would I try to hurt him now? Because of a little incident. Accident don't happen.
And let me pause it there, so. Because that was the crucial thing that a lot of people missed. When you hear the auntie say, accident do happen. Accidents do happen. That's a fully loaded statement she make. Accident do happen. Yes, she might be referring to the accident with the little boy. But why is she putting that out there at that time? Now, I want you to understand the concept of a Freudian slip. You may not have heard the term before, what a Freudian slip is. A Freudian slip is when your conscience becomes fully exposed without you consciously doing so. When you speak things that are in the subconscious out loud, because it is something that is playing on your mind. Confession is good for the soul. Watch her body language while she's talking about Jaden going missing. Do you see a human being that is distressed, sad, devastated? Or do you see somebody who is carrying a pleasant, calm, calculated demeanor, as though she is just playing a part or going through a procedure? Do you see anything in Anne that shows that she was devastated that Jaden Smith was no more around? She may be hopeful, but a person who truly loves a child and that child is missing will feel that down in them bottom of them stomach. Will feel that in the pit of them stomach. You understand me? And no evidence is there of this woman in distress, like her mother would be, like somebody who cares for a child like a mother would be. What we see here is a person who can't even look straight in at the camera. Let me pull it up and show you.
World in wide, anybody know of Jaden, my twin brother's son. So you could know the bond that we had. Jaden is like a glue to me. Person would say sometimes, Jaden, why you don't look at your auntie or give your auntie some space? He's just a loving child, he's a humble child, he's helpful. Words just can't explain how of a good child Jaden is. So I'm imploring to the community or the world in wide, anybody know of Jaden, where Jaden is. If you see Jaden, just bring him back home to us. We desperately need Jaden. We desperately need Jaden back home. His safety.
As As you prepare to go off on this search, what are your expectations? What are you hoping to happen? What are you expecting to happen?
Well, I'm expecting that I might find him in a little corner, but fine, but alive. Yes. And the negativity that persons are sending, because my son just showed me something a while ago where somebody said that we beat him and bury him. It's just like persons supposed to understand when you're grieving or you're under stress, don't try to say something to make the situation worse. You understand?
When you are grieving and under stress. When you're grieving and under stress. Now she says she hope that she going to see Jaden in a one little corner, but alive. And then it comes out that she grieving. These are the initial things that raise red flag. I said it from day one to this woman who says she loves someone so much, don't even show any remorse. Yes. When me done ball, remember an ambulance take me up. Huh? She a smile. And you know, it is devastating. It is distressing. I am pleading for the people worldwide. What people worldwide? She already grieving. When you grieve, now when somebody dead. At this stage, this woman already knew that Jaden was no more. She already knew that Jaden was not coming back. That's why she grieving. Now, the thing is that, do I think that Anne necessarily did the do? No. But I believe she knows that the do was done. And she knows what went down in that household. She knows exactly what took place. But she have to go through this. Because who is her advisor? Nobody can tell me that Mr. Gabriel is not her advisor. Nobody can tell me that Mr. Gabriel is not her advisor. Anyway.
Jaden for 7 years. 7 long years. I took Jaden when he was 5 years old. I was the one who got birth certificate for Jaden, got him fully immunized and everything. When we were preparing for Jaden, Jaden is also the top PEP student for Beth Arbor Primary School. He was even the valedictorian for Beth Arbor School graduation. And I did every preparation to get Jaden off of school, 100%. So why would I try to hurt him now? Because of a little incident. Accident do happen.
And that incident or accident, just
look at her eyes.
So on Thursday evening, maybe around 6:30, he and my grandson, who is Zaire, 2 years old, he's a United States citizen, so he came down just a month ago to be with us. And he have a cartoon with a little action cartoon on it where he jumps and he do the action. So he was there in the living room doing it with Jaden.
So I want you to mark the first time. I want you to mark the first timeline. All right. So the incident she's saying took place around 6:30. So I want you to write Thursday 6:30 p.m. in the chat for me so I'm not lose track. Put Thursday 6:30 p.m. in the chat for me. Just write that. Thursday 6:30 p.m. is when the incident happened. That's Thursday night. All right. Put that in the chat so we can bookmark it. All right.
Exactly, because I was in my bedroom. I don't know exactly what the intent of the movement was. But then in the room, I hear Zaire scream out. So I rushed to the room only to find him on the ground, crouching his legs like this.
Thank you, Wayne.
So I pick him up, rush into the room, and then I realized
Thank you,
that I can't move him. So I said, something is seriously wrong. I called my husband. I said, okay, we're going to rush him to the hospital. I called Jaden. I said, Jaden, what happened? Jaden said he fell on his leg. I said, okay. I said, Jaden, you just have to be more careful when playing with the baby. That's all
right.
I said.
Stop this. So, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Well done. Between 6 and 6:30, we have that bookmark. That is when the incident first happened. She was in her bedroom. She did not exactly see the details of what happened. She heard Zaire call out, scream. She bawled out and say, Jaden, what happened to the baby? Now remember, Demar was also in the living room. Demar was also there. Demar is the older child. Why did she only ask Jaden what happened to the baby when Jaden is the younger child? She's claiming she asked Jaden. She not asked the older child who's supposed to be watching over the two younger ones to say, Demar is what going out there so. She asked Jaden what happened to the baby. Now, I know you might be thinking that that's not a big deal. But I'm going to explain to you why that is a big deal. It's clear to me that Jaden was the babysitter, was the one that they dropped certain chores on and certain responsibilities. Therefore, if he mess up in any way, you can just imagine the boof them and the cussing when him gets. Come on. Nobody is going to tell me that that foreign picnic was treated just like any other child in the yard. You see how she made it a point of duty to mention that Zaire, uno stop message me. That Zaire, let me just mute my phone there, please. Hold on there, people. You see how she go out of her way to mention that Zaire was an American citizen? Why do you think she do that? She did that because it is a point of pride. It is a show off. It is a something that is a big deal. Because if it wasn't a big deal, she would have just said, listen, my daughter's son was in the living room and this situation took place. She had to call out the fact that he is an American citizen and he's visiting and he's only been here for a month. Eh? Why you think she said that? Because of them something that them put on pedestal. So if them put them kind of thing they on pedestal to the point where they have to talk about it, because even if you think about how the interview go, that is something that people would have said, people. We as Jamaicans were so private and so secretive about who are travel and who not travel. Would we have mentioned about American citizen in a situation like that? That not have nothing to do with anything. Or at least it shouldn't. But clearly it did play a role. He was their Cinderella. Of course. He was their Cinderella. Right? So her bringing it to the forefront goes to show you how much they prioritized it. So you can just imagine the cussing we're going in the yard the day, the night. Eh? Look how picnic come from foreign. And you cause the picnic if you broke your foot. Wicked boy. Eh? You not even watch your picnic properly. You can just imagine what took place. Uno cannot tell me otherwise because at Jamaica we come from and we know where people stay. We know how people stay. Because how you can have Demar, who is the older child, in the room and the only person you are questioning is Jaden. What happened to the child? What happened to the baby?
All of us got ready and we went off to the hospital.
All right. And what was the tone when you were talking to him about that?
Well, I normally have a soft tone. I'm not a person who talk long. So I just said to him, Jaden, just be more careful with the baby. That's all. We didn't talk to Jaden any way harsh, any way disrespectful, or stuff like that.
Based on what you know about Jaden, do you think he might be struggling with the emotion of guilt, perhaps having, seen the injury?
Well, it's a possibility, but Jaden is a person that don't show his emotion. I don't know if it's because of his growing up, because he grew up very rough. So I don't know if it's because of that he tends to keep things inside, so I'm not sure.
Find out what has been the reaction.
Stop. Stick up in. This is a child that grew up very rough. How old was Jaden when she said she adopted him? She said she had Jaden from he was 5. Those are her exact words. Jaden went missing when he was 11. It's 11 or 12. No, 11. So the majority of the years that Jaden spent not under fear roof. So where the roughness come from? He may have come from a rough background, yes. That is why the child ended up with the father, who then pawned off the little boy to Uno. because him worthless and him is a drunkard. Right? But the majority of Jaden growing up was with Uno. So him not supposed to have no holding on to no rough background when him spend the majority of his life with Uno. Him supposed to use to the soft life by now. Don't it? She said he was humble and he was so close to her. He was attached to her to the point where people are asked, why, what make you can't let go your auntie? Isn't it interesting that the person who claimed that Jaden was close to them was actually Mr. T and not her? It wasn't the auntie that Mr. T said Jaden used to follow back a pee clock, it was him. Only believes Sir Jaden did close to Anne, and who can't even show appropriate emotions when it comes to a missing child. She talking about Jaden not show no emotions, but she not show none. Look how she lean her head to the side and look pretty. Yes, she have the acting down pat like, oh God. But her eyes tell a different story. They're dead. No emotion are there, so.
Just to assist positive way, not negative. Anything you can do, you hear something, you see something, or anything, just reach out to us. People has been reaching out, but some have been very negative. Because I got 2 calls yesterday after rush down to the hospital where somebody said he was down there with a head injury, unconscious. I rushed down there, nothing like that. Somebody called me Saturday night, said that they have Jaden down by Bottom KC. I went down there after calling the number, nobody answered the phone. And that's only add to my distress. Okay, thanks.
Be smiling. From beginning to end, be smiling people. Be smiling people. From beginning to end. Right? So that was Anne's first interview. We're going to listen to Mr. T's one now. Make we listen to Mr. T's one now. His very first interview. Then we're going to go to Anne's second interview. Hold on. Make we pull up Mr. T. Make we pull up Mr. T. All right, see Mr. T here. 100 and other fun. Please to like up the live. Let us thump up the algorithm and get this information out there. That is all I ask. On this channel, nobody not put no Zelle. We not put no Cash App. We not ask no super chat. All we ask is that you thump up the like button so that the algorithms rise and the information gets out. And you can't just sit down in a class and take up the graduate them space or not like up the live. That is the least you can do, and liking is free. Yes, me see the laugh at the end, Yvette. If Jaden appeared close to her, he probably was just suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. And let me not tell you. All right. So let us listen now.
Yes, man, you want some closure. Want some closure. At least the police in there, me tell them.
Hold on. I want to make this nice and big so you can see. All right. Good.
So they can search any way they want. And if they want to come back, they're free to come. Because even...
All right. So let us start from the beginning.
Yes, man, you want some closure. Want some closure. At least the police in there, me tell them so they can search any way they want. And if they want to come back, they're free to come. Because even... Last time you hear somebody say, we kill him and throw him at the picture of the police. We carry them right around the whole house. And if they want to go in the bush up, that's why we're willing to follow them. We don't have nothing to hide. If you got him, that's why me even glad say the search come this morning. Because I tell my wife, I say, me not go on no search because I don't know who might out there if my life in danger. My life in danger same way because people say me look wicked. You can't just look on up. I better than say me ugly. Better than say me ugly, but not say me wicked. Because me got better for school over 400 pick me there. And you can everybody, the fight a feminist at this. If you got better for school right now, ask him who name is Thompson. You will see what happen. Tell something, man.
All right. So remember, there was a question about where does Mr. T work? You see why I tell you so it's so important that we go back to the beginning? Put a note in the chat for me. Second note. Don't forget this. Mr. T worked at Betabra Primary School. A Betabra or Betaboro? Away name. Because him accent, you know. The country accent, tick, 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 tick. Oh no, write it in the chat. A Betaboro? Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Betaboro. I think it's Betaboro Primary. Jamaica. Let me see. It's Betabra. Betabara. Betabara. Betabara Primary School. It's Betabara. It's Betabara. So I found it. Betabara Primary School. Betabara. So he worked at Betabara Primary School. So when we were asking questions about then which part him carried the picking them and who I'm boss and where his boss is from Betabara. It was said in the very first interview because he's saying that people are saying him look wicked. And if I better than saying ugly, Betabara. Thank you. Mr. T worked at Betabara Primary School. Live and let live. Big up yourself. Well done. He's saying that because him dropped many kids to and from Betabara. And all of them are ball out say, I feed them Mr. T this, I feed them Mr. T this. Okay? So that answers the question about where Mr. T worked.
You would know. Jaden, I know my son, but me love Jaden equally just like them are. Because Jaden is beautiful. You think say we can outside so I watch one Saturday morning and ask Jaden come. Auntie Paula, what you want me? This is the lamb in the house, man, go sit down. He's not left him did the way do it. But if my son we did that playing game, Jaden did the way do it right along till we done. And that is the you to me, I tell you say.
I want you to listen to that sticker pin. Jaden was very dutiful. So we're hearing words that are used to describe Jaden. Humble, loving, caring, dutiful, quiet. Yes? You hear him say that if them are wash, he mentioned that Auntie Paula. Who is Auntie Paula? Is that Anne? Is that Anne's next name? Him mother they out there I try for help. Okay? And him affair tell him to go on inside. That he would see Demar playing games. And instead of Jaden playing games with Demar, Jaden is coming to assist them. What does that tell you? I want you to think, graduates. We got 2 children, closer in age gap. A child is on in game, a play game. And another child who is a boy, just like the teenager that's there, is in the house. And that child would rather not be with that teenager, but come outside with the adults to help work. Ask on yourself if that sounds normal. Wanna ever see that yet? Wanna ever see that yet? Is that normal? Most kids would want to hitch up around the teen for try to learn how to play the game. For get a one, I don't know if they have 2 controllers or one, but if him can get a time, if him can learn how to play the game, if him can compete, everything would be around being together, companionship, playing together. That is a normal household. That is a normal dynamic between children. If Jaden would not want to be around Demar, why? Demar, who claims that I was like his big brother. As a matter of fact, me I go do certain things with Jaden and the way it hurt me because me did have plans for Jaden and plans for do this and that with him and Ray. I'm gonna get for do it. And I was the one who made his breakfast. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something that I think. You remember that Mr. T said that he was the one, or at least Anne said that Mr. T go make the breakfast? Me not think Demar make no breakfast. And listen me carefully. Me think say Demar was trying to paint himself like a good older brother. That like he was the one that was there for Jaden. I believe that Demar and Jaden did not have a good relationship. I believe that Demar and Jaden did not have a good relationship. I believe that there was sibling rivalry. I believe, and I highly suspect, that Jaden was never comfortable around Demar. Hence the reason why he did not want to play with Demar, that he would rather go where the adults are. I believe that if it's anybody gonna give him two lick, it would have been Demar when them not in the eye space of Mr. T and possibly Anne, not sure. And it's better, bruh. Him say it. Better, bruh. Better, barra. He was scared of Demar. Demar boss Jaden around. Absolutely. And him not do it in a nice way. So when you choose in between two evil, but and him just said, the man just said the name of the primary school where him work. Not no Bethany's. And I insist says Bethany's. It's Better Barra. That's it. It's Better Barra. Demar vex because Mr. T was protective of Jaden. Yes. Mr. T was protective of Jaden. Think about it. He saw Jaden going to help somebody him referred to as Auntie Paula, which I suspect Auntie Paula is the same Anne. But is so in Jamaica we have a whole heap of nickname and different name what we call people. So Jaden would have gone to go and do his duty because him know say I saw him go eat. I saw him go comfortable. Because him can't see her work and sit down. Him cannot see her working and go sit down. And when Mr. T see him, I go do what, how Jamaican people stay. Okay, typo, yes. How Jamaican people stereotype roles in the house. Washing clothes. When a woman they bout, a girl think that. So when Mr. T see the little boy going to go and help Anne to wash clothes, he said, we are to go on inside, go play. We are do. Because is Mr. T strike me like a very conventional, very old-fashioned man. Countryman. Woman in a house I wash clothes, no little picnic not supposed to out there. You understand? No little picnic not supposed to out there. Come on, guys. Thump up the like button, please. Let's get it to 100. Please and thanks. Right? No little picnic, no little boy not supposed to out there. And from him see him big, tough ram picnic, for him son. Sit down in there play a game while him wife outside a wash. And him now go help. Him not understand why Jaden around come. What that tell you? Jaden don't get instructed already, Jaden don't get instructed and say, if you ever see me, I do not work and you just sit down in there, boy, now do not see. You not eat no dinner tonight. Anytime you see me at work, you try make sure you bring yourself come, You understand? All right.
No, me not see who the one hurting. But something went wrong Friday and Monday. I just want them get the phone pull and then get them footage and then do what them do.
And there's no truth to speculation or comments that she was roughed up.
No, sir. No. Because by time my wife go have the time to quarrel, me say, come and carry the baby go to hospital. Me, Jaden, Demar.
Mr. T, the truth speaker. Mr. T, the man who never hold back because his mouth coming like fridge and it fly open. So even though Mr. T right now, we have to give Mr. T some beating because Mr. T has silence up himself rather than talk. Mr. T was the one who released it all in the first stages. By the time my wife Guffy got quarrel. By the time my wife Guffy got quarrel, me say, come we go to hospital. Misty Brown. Big up yourself. Very clever comments. Didn't Anne say she was a calm person? She never raised her voice, remember? So why would he make that comment? By the time my wife go quarrel, me say come we go hospital. So it was him who suggested that they take the baby to hospital. When you see the baby scream out, so shouldn't she be the one for run for come say, look, come we carry pretty girl hospital right away because Ray, and didn't she say that subsequently on an interview that she run go call Mr. T? We are come to it.
Zaire and my wife, all of them go hospital same time. You know, so you get up from over 2 weeks and you know, see your period and wonder what happened. You understand? When we take Jaden wasn't going to school. I was trying through the basic school system right through better school because I work at this time as a security. And I tell you the honest truth. He's one of the Jaden made me feel more than proud. When Jaden come from the top boy from better graph. Me can't call the big word me and my wife back. So me just say the top boy. Honestly. And when you look for come home at evening time, you not see you wonder what happened. I don't know, I can't tell you what happened.
That's not like him.
No, I know him that. Jaden will be no trouble. When Jaden leave the morning, and me give me lunch money, me give $1,500. The wife said, "What's the game? 1200. Me never know change to me give $1,500. He sent take up $2,000. But I save him for 5 pizza. He said, no problem with your money. When I reach out to the road, you go drive down the road, maybe left him right at the crossing. He said to him, he said, Jaden, my father, tell me, say, if you can't be good, be careful. He said, yes, uncle, brother. And he told me, I want taxi. That me not see him again. But you have to look into
So that story, that part of the story has remained consistent. Mr. T insists that he gave him the 1,500. He was supposed to get less, but he never have no change. That story never changed. So we're going to also pay attention to the things that didn't change in the story. He also said that he took him to the crossing where the taxi stand was and he left him there. That never changed. Even Demar claimed that a taxi stand in carry him. You understand? So all those things remained consistent. But we do have persistent inconsistencies in the stories. Demar could be jealous of Jaden's intellectual abilities. Absolutely. Now remember, he spoke about when he was at Bethabara. When he was at Bethabara, his first job there was a security guard. He was no longer a security guard. He started to do taxi runs, transporting children to and from the school. Yes? So first he was there as a security guard and he said he was so proud because Jaden became a top student at the school. So you know, say, from them time there, Mr. T hold Jaden up on a pedestal. Remember, you know, he talk about the fact, say, while Fime's son sit down there play a game, Jaden was the one who was dutiful. That comparison in itself tells you a lot. So somehow, when I hear Demar saying that him did outside a tie out goat, him did outside a tie out goat, him get up and make breakfast for Jaden, I am telling you guys that that is a lie. Nothing goes so. That the lazy boy there, never in a tie out no goat, never did a feed no Jaden. He never did anything. But something else happened Panda Friday morning. Something else take place Panda Friday morning there. Remember, you know, this was the morning after the disaster that happened with their American citizen child. Cussing done take place already. Remember, you know, they were inside of the hospital and who was in the car together? Demar and Jaden Smith. He even claimed that Jaden fall asleep. Jaden fall asleep in the car. at him. And they all drove home. That Mr. T took them back so them could arrest and go to school the next day. What kind of conversation do you think was held in that car? You think him just sit down there so? You think him not get a few, hey boy? You see what you do to Zaire? You see how you stay? You see how you can you move and make your boy drop? You think it'll go so boy? Wait till we reach home. I am painting a scenario that is highly likely. It is in fact, but it is a high probability. You understand? Mr. T said he was the one that go back home the Friday morning to finish cook the food that was left the night before. Let me not tell you. Pure confusion.
You have to really wonder. I don't know if he was coerced in doing what he do.
Let me pull up back that.
Mr. Thompson, you wish you were happy. Tell something, you would know. Jaden, I know my son, but me love Jaden equally just like Demar. Because Jaden is beautiful. You think say we can outside so I watch one Saturday morning as Jaden come. Auntie Paula, what you want me? This is the long back in the house, man, go sit down. He's not left him did the way do it. But if my son we did that playing game, Jaden did the way do it right along till we done. And that is the you to me, I tell you, say, no, me not see who the one hurt him. But something went wrong Friday and Monday. And me just want them get the phone pulled and then get them footage and then do what them do.
There's no truth to speculation or comments that he was roughed up.
No, sir.
No.
Because by time my wife I go had the time to quarrel, me say, come, you carry the baby to hospital. Me, Jaden, Demar, Zaire, and my wife, all of me go hospital same time. If you know, so you get up from over 2 weeks and you know, see him, you have to really wonder what happened. You understand? When we take Jaden was not even going to school. I was trying through the basic school system right through Better School because I work at this time as a security. And I tell you the honest truth. He's one of the Jaden make me feel more than proud. When Jaden come from the top while from Better we can't call the big word to me and my wife, so we just say the top while. Honestly. And when you look for come home at evening time, you not see, you wonder what happened. I don't know, I can't tell you what happened.
But that's not like him.
No, I know him that. Jaden will be no trouble. When Jaden I leave the morning, me give me lunch money, me give $1,500. The wife said, "What's the game? 1200. Me never know change to me give $1,500. He sent up $2,000. But I save him for 5 pizza. He said, no problem, I your money. When I reach out to the road, I go drive down the road, maybe left him right at the crossing. He said to him, say, Jaden, my father, tell me, say, if you can't be good, be careful. He said, yes, uncle, brother. And he jumped in one taxi. That me not see him again. But you have to look into things. You have to really wonder. I don't know if he was coerced in doing what he do. Maybe there was signs that we never see it. Because he's a man who don't get no trouble. Jaden, a man in the laugh most, so he never had the car. So many people are saying inside from the picture, that is Jaden. When we were there at the graduation, my wife said to Jaden, say, laugh now, Jaden. I say, put on one some funny face. I said, Jaden, and I laugh at knocking teeth. You know what I say?
He was not a happy child. Clearly. They speak consistently about the fact that Jaden's emotions were repressed. He's a child that don't show how he feels on the outside. A child like that is usually a very deep thinker. There's usually stuff going on. And unless he connects with somebody, you may not necessarily know how he feels. And likewise, a child like that is an easy target for bullying. Easy target, because he doesn't speak. And that suggests to me that things in that household were not okay. That there was somebody who was, live and let live, you said it. There was somebody who was causing him harm in that house. Who was in closest proximity to Jaden to be able to do that? Who was with him up until the last moments? Who did not go to school on the Friday? Demar did not go to school on the Friday. And to date, How was the investigation that they claim that they've done, the police have claimed that they've done, accounted for the absence of Demar from school on Friday? So now, and she came out again after she come out the first time and talk about Jaden and so on. Now, this particular interview, it not really feature her, it feature the police on the grounds and so on. And her voice is extremely low, but we're going to try. We're going to try, please, before we go into the principal's one.
I am Anne-Marie Thompson, the guardian of Jaden, the missing child. I just want to clear it here concerning Jaden. We did Jaden nothing. What happened to Jaden? We have no idea what happened to Jaden. Persons are saying that we killed Jaden. When I went to the hospital on Thursday, I didn't leave the hospital.
Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm live, okay? Don't message because I've got something on my phone that I'm playing on the live. Sorry, guys. It's very low.
When I came home, I realized Jaden was not home. I waited this immediately. I called Mr. Gabriel to find out if there was any trick or something that I was not aware of that Jaden was.
Stop. That was so important. I mean, I don't know if you want to hear it, but let me pull it up again. Because this is how them mouth had changed throughout the whole thing.
I realized Jaden was not home. I waited this immediately. I called Mr. Gabriel to find out if there was any trick or something that I was not aware of that.
To find out, I called Mr. Gabriel to find out if there was any trip or anything that I was not aware of. What she did say before. Trip! Yes, trip that I was not aware of. What did she say before? What did she say on the TikTok interview? We're going to play it now. What did she say on the TikTok interview? That she called Mr. Gabriel because she thought Cadet was on. Ah, Pauline. Cadet. She thinks that Cadet was on. Now she has say she called to find out if any trip was on. A two different sitting that, you know. No, she had a Cadet, she say. You understand? Now, Cadet is an after-school extracurricular activity that Jaden had only just begun to get involved in. She had draw away the possibility. This is on the news, you know, guys. I don't know if you can see. Upon the observer, this, you know. I try to hold it up so you can't see. Now you can't see because no face not up on it and it's only facial recognition on. Is on the news, she said that. You understand? Because why? She don't want it look like, say, is necessarily any staff or anybody else that is there that them can go ask question about Jaden Smith being in Cadet and what take place in Cadet. She only want to talk about trip now when she dep on the news. And then he mouth slip and go say Cadet when they over pan TikTok. And then remember, say Mr. Gabriel not stop talk about how Jaden in a Cadet. Is that where I want to start to scope out the child? Mr. Gabriel, is that where you start to scope out the child?
Mr. Gabriel said no, and he's going to call the Cadet leader. He did, and they said they didn't have any Cadet meeting.
So Cadet came after.
The police, we made a report Friday evening, and then we went to Mandeville, and we drive up and go to find out if anybody seen or if he didn't get any taxi. And persons are saying that Jaden emptied his savings or he used a card and he dropped it from the machine. Jaden does not have a bank account. Jaden does not have a debit card. Jaden has $2,000, maybe $600 in the little box that he was saving. I gave him the little box to save in, and he took all the $2,000 that he was going to buy a pizza money. He left the silver in the box, so he did not empty his savings. It wasn't an account, it was a little box that he was saving in. So I want to make that clear. Why would we hurt Jaden When I saw Jaden Thursday evening, when I went into Mandeville Hospital, I never see Jaden again because I spent the entire night, Thursday night, the entire evening, Friday evening, and I did not see Jaden again. I have um, no way to harm Jaden because I took Jaden. When I took Jaden, Jaden was not even immunized. I took Jaden to the clinic myself, got him immunized. I was the one who went to RGD, got a birth certificate for Jaden, not even that Jaden didn't have. And I did all of that myself. Everything I did for Jaden. When Jaden passed a Manchester school, I was not here. I was overseas and I decided I'm going to get my ticket and come down for Jaden graduation. I came down for Jaden graduation and I got Jaden prepared for school. I get Jaden prepared for school. I got my son ready for school last before Jaden. I got Jaden ready and I put Demar aside and make sure Jaden have everything that he needs for school. I am not what they would say
On a year?
happy over.
On a year? I put Demar aside and I came down. She was in America. She fly down specifically to get Jaden ready for go when he started to go to Manchester High. She put our own son aside and look after Jaden. How you think Demar felt about that? How you think Demar felt about that? And when he complains to Shanique, what do you think Shanique is going to say? This is why I say that yes, the entire family are guilty. But these parents are covering up for their children. These two adults, Anne and Mr. T, are covering up for their children. You are trying to tell me, say, Demar feel nice. Say, Jaden, I get look after, I get pampered. Forget ready for go to Manchester High because him is a bright boy. And them see shining light pon him. You think, say, Demar feel nice about that? They will be exposed, nothing in the dark. Yes. Huh? And even if she did do that, now let us give her the benefit of the doubt. Let us give her the benefit of the doubt. We don't have any reason to think maybe she didn't come. She did come, right? Because we see pictures of her at his graduation and so on and so forth. Maybe she enjoyed the glory that he bring. It doesn't mean that he was treated 100% well because she used him a lot as our prop, right? Mr. T, him look like a traditional man. Him feel say woman for the woman chores. So it's probably one of them man that when he work and come home and eat and belch, all him wants is either him belly and get rubbed and him just sit down there watching little news and little sports and listening in things them and he no want do nothing else in the house. You understand? So she just turned to Jaden, who is the more ambitious, the more hardworking, the one that feel like him have to earn him keep because him is an outside child. And he become her second. It doesn't necessarily mean that he was happy about it, but in becoming her second, the child that she could rely on, even the child that she leave in charge of baby Zaire, what would have been building up between this little boy, Jaden Smith, and Demar, who is supposed to be their biological child, has got to be nothing but sibling rivalry. Him nah go comfortable with it. Him nah go happy about it.
Excited over foreign people. I travel. I'm a person who travel. You understand? And I would not put Jaden over Zaire or Zaire over Jaden. I love all of them. I grow other children. Jaden's bigger brother is also living here where I help to grow that child. And Roshane is about 25. So why would I hurt Jaden? I would never hurt Jaden. And I want people to stop because we are not criminals. We are not murderers. We love Jaden with all our hearts. So persons who are saying things, I need you to stop. Help the time that you're wasting on social media. Help us to fight Jaden. We love Jaden dearly to our heart. If I could show you pictures with me and Jaden, every single wear, Jaden is under my arm. A plant, sorry, and in the background when I was looking at the picture, I saw Jaden. And I said, all the ground Jaden there behind me. So why would I try to hurt a child like that? Just because of a little incident that happened? Even when I said to Jaden, I was more focused on getting the baby to the doctor than saying anything. When they say I walked after Jaden or I hit Jaden, I did not touch Jaden. I didn't even come close to Jaden. The closest I came to Jaden was when I took up the baby. When I took up the baby, I went in my room with the baby and I called to Jaden from my room. I said, Jaden, what happened with Zaire? He said that he fall and hit his leg. I said, Jaden, you need to be more careful than that when you're playing with the baby because he's much smaller than you. That's all I said to Jaden. Nothing more. Persons in the community can testify. I'm not a person who quarrel. I'm not a loud person. I'm a very simple person as you see. I am nothing else.
Listen to this potential scenario. Demar is in the living room with Jaden, with Zaire. Zaire is a little 2-year-old, overactive, hyper, jumping around, a ramp and a make pure noise. Demar probably did either upon him phone or him a try watch TV or something. Maybe a play a game. One little peace and quiet. You know things say, Demar ga say, Lord, tappy nice no man a re no can ramp so and re. You know see me a try do something or whatever and I make nice in my ears. Right? Who to tell? If in reacting to Jaden, who probably was encouraging the plane, something never go wrong that led to Zaire breaking his leg. Who to tell if in reacting to Zaire, something never go wrong with Demar that make Demar turn around and say, Jaden do something. Because we hear say, the little boy jump off of the chair and land on the ground and hurt his leg. And it was Jaden who said him that jump and drop and hurt him foot. And then Demar come and say, Jaden move. Jaden shift. And at that cause Demar, Zaire for break him leg. How this crucial piece of information never raised? Because I never want to raise it, because if she did raise it, it would have pointed to the facts that them rough him. It would have pointed to the facts that them rough him. Anyhow, that information came out at first. Oh, so Jaden moved. The child was jumping and rather than catch the child, Jaden shift. And so the child dropped. So a Jaden fault. Why did baby break him leg? Because Jaden shift. Clearly that is the blame. And the blame came from who? It came from Demar. The moment Demar realized that actually it was Jaden move, or so him claim, because we're not sure, He would have ball out say, Mommy, you don't know, say Jaden shift and that make a picnic jack. Huh? When I could have him push Jaden out of the way, because them a ramp beside him. And because him push Jaden out of the way, the baby drop. Why wasn't Demar in school on Friday? Why was he absent from school on Friday? There were big question marks over that little boy and his relationship with Jaden. The stories that are being told about Jaden and the comparative story that is being told about Demar, it not add up. It not add up at all. Because the way they make Demar sound as though him lazy. That him are the one where we sit down and do nothing, while Jaden do all of the doing. You understand? That is how they make Demar sound. All right. Just to prove our point.
Ball, a fix bicycle. I go everywhere. Me I got Mandeville, me I carry Jaden with me. I'm going on a skate land. And me got Jaden birthday in November. And me say I carry Jaden and me got bouncy
It's a
birthday.
Demar.
I know for this year say all of this can go on. You hurt me, bro. I mean, me are basically in bigger brother. Me are the only brother.
All right. Even that you say look a while, you know, make me not tell me say Jaden no hold it in full control. I said for the if you still hold the cause. I November me born, me a Scorpio. We not face, we are one passionate
brother,
type
yeah,
of
in
people.
can't talk, you see. I don't know why he was talking so much rather than letting the damn thing run.
Like, well, me commit a criminal offense. Move.
Interrogation about you, brother.
Dirty people in there comment.
Interrogation, brother.
You know, I watch them, you know.
Ball, I fix bicycle. I go everywhere. Me I got Mandeville, me I carry Jaden with me. I'm going on a skate land. And me got Jaden birthday in November. And me say I carry Jaden and me got bouncy birthday. And now for this year say all of this can go on. You hurt me, bro. I mean, me are basically in bigger brother. Me are the only brother.
All right. Even that.
Stop. Why did he say that he was the only brother that Jaden had? What about this Rashane person? Rashane isn't Rashane Jaden's biological brother. His half-brother. But isn't Rashane the one who lives on the premises in a property that is separate from the main house? So why is he claiming he was the only brother that Jaden had? So what happened to Rashane? Was Rashane not like a brother to Jaden? Did Rashane not like Jaden? Let me tell you something. The dynamics in this family is so corrupt. Does Rashane exist? Thanks. Let me say, Mel, does Rashane exist? Because here is this boy saying he is the only brother that Jaden ever have. The way the guy put himself on a pedestal. Anytime he present himself to the public, he put himself on this pedestal, people.
Since you want me answer you, give the question and me answer you. You want to say, then come dig up your yard. My father say you have to banana sitting for go plant, and he said even not plant them, because I say a fresh lot and take him if you question him or sitting.
Killy, you have to agree with doing something right, not Killy, you see.
You understand?
So listen to me now, Killy. My question to you now. Me, not the media, me, I say, on should blame Jaden.
We never blame Jaden at a point. The whole always the whole.
So listen, you tell me, say you tell Jaden, say him play too much.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only thing me tell him, say I'm too much. That's the only thing me tell him.
All right, listen now. The grandmother say she tell Jaden, say she must careful. He must careful next time.
Yes, that is what she tell him.
Listen now. The youth mother, the 2-year-old mother said she get a call and here said the baby drop off of the bed.
And a baby drop off, man.
Listen.
One drop off.
Him did dip on the settee, him jump off of the settee and jump on Jaden. Jaden move and then him drop and broke his femur bone.
But I first me I hear that same jump on Jaden. Never hear that.
Yeah, I first me hear that. Because all right, the first story will come out, see? Jaden left with the baby. She look over the baby and when your mother come back, in confide out to the baby foot broke. But she never talked to Jaden hard. That's what she said. When the police happened, she never talked to him hard. Feel like Jaden feel like say him no farmer. He will get no farmer punishment.
The thing is, people not gonna believe, you know, because choose a year of foreign picnic, they not gonna believe, say, oh, we just ease off it just so.
But you never. You never.
Me no believe.
Nobody no believe that.
Me say maybe through the baby a foreign baby, then the baby more we not get more love more than what Jaden we not get. So
Not here. Hold on. We're not done. Ah, boy.
That's only 2 allegations when me jump in my head and say,
I see the kidnap for you, brother. Right now, me even know if it's like I will like comment them where they are so right now, even if me feel good for myself.
As I tell you, say, it all come. It all come. Because I say, all who you see there, say, make comment out of cancer.
Wait.
I approach nobody else. You can't tell her.
Let me tell you, Jaden mother not in a position to take Jaden right now. Jaden mother not in a position to take Jaden. Jaden mother ain't even a back room on a shop. She can't take Jaden. The police them come for youth father this morning and in Ghana station. Because in the junk and could be statement yesterday. Because me go station and give statement. And come back and yard yesterday.
So question. So when was the first time the police never take nobody for questioning?
When the first time they take them for questioning?
Yeah.
Sassy a good man.
You know, when the first time, you know, because after that, you know, I start work at school, you know.
When they take statement for you?
Them take yesterday evening.
But this not sound like the police them are doing their job because it took by 24 hours.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Listen.
They should ask me. They should get the statement from me before.
Because you after 24 hours you're missing Zane and by right the guardian in a house wherever care you there. The household you live in, the school you go. After 24 hours, everybody's supposed to give statement. And then the police they start work.
You see, when you know the people, when you guys are interviewing others, you need to let them talk. Mighty God. Jesus.
I'm going to mind Jaden turn up right now as it by live. Yes, Jaden come here, isn't it?
Who do you mind do about him that?
And Jaden, if you're out there, because everybody I know I use phone and TikTok. Jaden, if you're out there, you're rude and you need to go on. You may deal with you now. Jaden, go back home to people.
Chat so much.
They're not around to know.
Jaden, we see him up on the road and walk past her like, you know, noir.
Listen.
Who's going to come in just at all?
Somebody out there, to good.
Jaden, we see him up on the road and walk past her like, you know, noir.
Who's going to come in just at all? But they don't understand nothing, you know. They're not around to know, you know.
Exactly. We're not living at the place, brother.
I talk about the bag of foolishness when I talk about the man live. No make no sense as right now.
Jaden have a phone.
Stop up the live, brother.
Jaden have a phone, but Jaden never carry the phone to school. Yo, so comes the police have the phone and the police take away the phone and I try to pull the phone, you know, because Jaden lock the phone so we can't go night.
No, man. So the police can't get the phone pulled, man. If the police
the police them say they can't get the phone pulled.
Yeah, man, and the phone supposed to pull already. I like yesterday and a Thursday. A 2 week now.
Brother, just need to just say
I want to tell you what
you can stop coming for this and negative thing.
How does Demar know what took place in the living room if he wasn't present? He was present. He was very much there. He is claiming that Jaden did not carry his phone. Remember the whole argument, you know, from the girl, you know, is that them not allowed phones. Manchester High has a rule when it comes to phones. The phones can be brought to school, but they're left with security. And then the children can collect them phone when they're leaving. They just can't carry the phones into the classrooms. You understand? Unless it is a special occasion. If you look on TikTok now and search for Manchester High, when they're having little events and stuff, like when they do the situation where them do the different bag them for go to school. Everybody do some designs for bags. There were lots of kids there with their phones, but that was a special day. You understand? Normally, it's not allowed. They have to leave it at the gates. Why would Jaden leave his phone? Knowing that Him a go Mega Mart, him a go all of these little places. Jaden is an intelligent boy. Why would he leave his phone that day? That phone that Demar handed in, that was not Jaden's phone. All him do is don't tell them what Jaden's real number is and Jaden's real phone is, so that them not try to trace it. That phone that lock is an old dud phone. It's a phone when nobody now use. And that's him handing to the police. That is what him handing to the police. A phone that nobody's using. That's why them couldn't unlock it because they can't remember the pin. They can't remember the pin. So when them claim say, them give a phone and says Jada phone, I know Jada phone that. That I know Jada phone. Demar being the techno-savvy teenager that he is. Dance circles, scammer circles, chopper circles around the police. You hear what me I say to you? That the phone they have Jane gone long time. You're right. That gone that dash way long time because in that phone, you would have had conversations about who he was going to meet. You would have conversations about where to meet, what time to meet. You would have had conversations from the suspects. Make sure you're the out so by this time. Them did have to get rid of it. Them did have to get rid of it. I'm just joining your live, but didn't they say that he made a call after I left that store? Now listen. Remember that he said that he never saw Jaden after he made breakfast and went to tie out the goat. Because at that point, Jaden went off to the taxi stand, go catch taxi. That's the last time I see Jaden. That's the Friday morning. So when him tie out the goat, he must go back. Him go in a Jaden room, him see the phone there. Him see the phone is there. Because remember the Friday night, when he was with his mother, and they were going to mother's, and the mother was going to call Jaden. Him tell her, say Jaden don't have his phone. So I call Jaden. Because him not have him phone not there. But then I swear he said, try WhatsApp, but him not have him phone. So WhatsApp I go through. If him not have him phone, I'm going to get called by WhatsApp. Appear confusion. Did you hear the nickname Demar have? Killy. Killy, no. I know him alone have that nickname. Babes, is not. I want normal thing. How them talk to each other. When them say, well, go and be killy and so. I saw them talk to them, what are they? You understand? It's just slang. So that I would not say that's necessarily his particular nickname. But can't they get information from the phone company? Not if it is a pay-as-you-go situation where them just get a SIM and them they record them name and so. You know, legally now you are supposed to complete paperwork when you're buying a SIM, but there are still places where you can just get a SIM. You understand? And it no register to no particular person, or it register to one person, and one person get multiple SIM and sell them. Jamaica dodgy the way they. You understand? So instead of the number being registered specifically to Jaden, it might be registered to somebody else who's actually the vendor. And I saw them also. When me go down to Jamaica, me get a Jamaican SIM. My name not depend on it. Me just go to one shop run one part. You understand? And get a SIM. Simple and cheap. And just top up that. You understand? Yeah. But if you go into one of them posh places, yes, like if you go suffering and so, and you want to go and get a SIM, you have to fill out paperwork, my love. You have to fill out all kind of things, paperwork. Right? So, we're going to move on though, people. We're gonna move on. You have to go pull up that interview again if you want to listen to it again, because we have a lot to get through. We're gonna go to part 1 of the conversation with Mr. Gabriel. This is quite significant, this interview here. We're gonna go to part 1 of Mr. Gabriel. Because Mr. Gabriel, who is the principal of Manchester High, knows a lot.
What price in my playback? Demar Confess.
Oh, listen to this. Wait, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. This was also Demar again. This is an important one. And listen.
Price in my playback.
Listen to this.
Demar Confess.
He was there. Well, that's how she said.
So remember that you were asking the question, how does he know about what happened to the baby's foot? And he wasn't there and he was supposed to have gone to a shop. Listen to this. This is going to answer your question. Listen.
What price in my playback? Demar Confess.
He was there. Well, that's how she said.
She just say like she was there. So even at that letter, the statement when you come and get down, I want different statements how they lady.
The whole of the day that year. The whole of the day that year. Because me got shop come back and then that will happen. So who are the glass sticker and something? Me never see that car, chair, never see that car. Me get up the morning, go tie up. You never see chair in the bathroom.
So you hear, me go a shop and come back the whole of the day in the yard. So he had already gone to the shop. He had returned. He was in the living room when that child's foot got broken. He was there. They're also saying that, but Anne sounded like she never did it when it happened. She said she was in the bedroom. She was in the house, but she said she was in the bedroom when she heard the noise. All right. Yeah, we're going to get to the wicked lying principal.
Breakfast and go tell you go down left it. And when me tell the boy my father shout and tell me saying God left Jaden out the road with a taxi and he Jaden.
Yeah, when I say General Price, I make breakfast, you know. When you hear the wrong thing, them when I say him, them I say I make the breakfast.
Yes.
1500 kind of hand. I think yeah. Me get up the morning, me go tell you what. Me never see Jaden in the bathroom and being get up. Me make Jaden breakfast and go tell you go down left it. And when me tell the boy my father shout and tell me saying God left Jaden out the road with a taxi and he Jaden 1500 kind of hand no change. Jaden turn up there to the after school.
Alright, so in a year, you know, because you're Jaden family, obviously.
So if him tie out goat, I want to listen to this logic. If him a tie out goat, if him a make breakfast, if him a ray, him not see Jaden again because Jaden gone with him father. How him know say him father give him $1,500? This is what coaching looks like. This is what happens when people get 2 whole weeks without an interview from the police. This is what happens when people get a chance to sit and build an alibi and talk about what they're going to say and what they're not going to say. Which 15-year-old says the baby fell and broke his femur? Which 15-year-old says so in a Jamaica? No, them say picnic drop and broke his foot. Him broke his foot. Because he's talking after a coaching process has happened. He's talking after they have planned their alibi, correct? You understand? Because if he hadn't seen Jaden, he don't know what happened. How him come here represent when Mr. T give him $1,500? How is he coming to represent that? Who telling us that Jaden get no $1,500 anyway? Mr. T said, his wife said, Demar said, them all said $2,000 for pizza. What a whole heap of money that Jane is gonna need. $3,500. You trying to tell me, say, how much we a slice of pizza, little Caesar? Hold on then, let me do a little research. Let me do a little research. Come on. Come no man. Come no man. Make we go in it now. Okay, we're on a Little Caesars Pizza Jamaica website currently. Do you want to know how much it is for a large pizza? It's $1,800. And that's a 14-inch large with GCT included, right? So Jaden was going to buy a whole pizza for himself. A whole pizza. He's going to sit down and have one big whole pizza by himself. He need $2,000 for that. Then Jaden got $1,500. How much for your school lunch, people? How much for your school lunch? If Jaden buy lunch at school. I want to know. How much for your school lunch, Amandeville? Because we are checking out. Right? If him have $1,500, he might got done $1,500 on the school grounds. I just want to know. $2,000. Look on this. Large 3-in-1 is $1,900. That's the price of a large 3-in-1. A large cheese pizza, $1,400. A large veggie pizza, $2,400. It go up now. $1,800 pepperoni. Right? So he would I need $2,000 for a whole pizza for himself. Jaden go sit down and eat a whole pizza by himself. $500, including juice. Eat them now. So that leave Jaden then. Thank you very much, Nikki Nicks. So that leave Jaden. Him near my school, because I would have lunchtime. $500 blow off. Leave Jaden with another $1,000. Another $1,000. Jaden then goes out with $3,000 in his pocket. $3,000 in his pocket for go Little Caesars to go buy pizza. Yeah? If Jaden, me just a look through, you know, Hawaiian at $2,400. Me just a look through, you know. Him can get a whole pizza for that. Right? Him can get a whole pizza for that. This is Little Caesars. Me say start your order. Let me just check something here so. You're going to let me order online for people. Wait. All right. Order onto the delivery site. I'm going on the delivery site now. May I check? Okay. Fetch your location. Wait. I'm going to put Manchester High. Wait. Yeah, City of Perth Road. Got you. Go to the website. All right. May just look for little drinks also. How much drinks would that cost? I don't know, Waleep. Jaden never needs so much money for buy pizza. Jaden would have to be a little greedy, sod to eat a whole bloody pizza, a large pizza by himself. Oh, what kind of craving is this? One whole pizza? Jaden would have sit down and eat one whole pizza, people? No, man. No. I don't fathom that. How long is it going to take you to sit and eat a whole pizza? Just asking. Make we listen to this. This so-called principal, no. Make we listen to principal.
Yeah, good evening, Ricardo, and good evening to your listeners as well.
And Sandra is with me.
One more. Let's get to 100 likes, please. Thank you.
Let me ask you, what's the latest on the search for young Jaden?
Okay, what's up? Canadian here. I guess they also have a doctor in the family. He can clearly look at an injury leg and clinically identify a broken femur bone, not foot. Hello, that's crazy. Lies. Damn straight. It sounds so staged, doesn't it? It sounds so scripted. Big up yourself for the 100 likes. It sounds so scripted that it's clear to me that everybody that's talking, they're rehearsing what they've already discussed. Okay. And the fault here lies with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They took 2 whole weeks to interview Demar. 2 whole weeks to interview Demar. That's a big deal. The fact that you have given these prime suspects so much time to build an alibi goes to show you that you were either deliberately giving them time so that they could coordinate their stories and get the proper coaching and training in order to avoid any kind of suspicion and to hide and cover their tracks because connections fly, money roll. Or one just don't care and one was slack on the job. That's why I said that the police needs to be held to account on how they handled this whole investigation, right?
So, came up empty today again. We're very hopeful that we would have found Jaden today because conclusively, I can't speak to some of the alerts that we got earlier in the week about him being seen, although some persons adamant that they would have seen him in their surroundings. So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what his base is. But as far as last night is concerned, after 6...
Stop and stick a pin. I can't say what his base is. I can't speak to where they've seen him. I can't say, but yet he's putting it out there in the public that several people have seen Jaden. So if you're saying that people have spotted Jaden, why can't you say where they've seen him? Because he does not want to implicate himself any further with further lies. He's giving superficial lies, little white lies, but he can't go too deep with the lie because if he goes too deep with the lie, he's going to be questioned. If he says that he saw him, for example, he was spotted, for example, on Perth Road, on Manhattan Drive, on this, on that, the road, on around the bend, the next question that would be led from that is who saw him? Male or female? What did the person look like that saw him? What was he doing when you saw him? So him nip the line at the board right away. I can't speak to where I saw him. That makes sense, Tono?
I got a call. This now is one of our workers at Manchester High School who knows him well. Would have seen him on Wesley Road. That's in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm and she said if she had gotten help at the same time, they could have gotten him, but she wasn't quick enough to, because when they raised the alarm, he started to run. And then it was getting dark, he disappeared in some bushes and we conducted a search, but it would have been difficult because that was night. So
I'm going to pull that up and I want you to listen carefully. Listen carefully.
They raised an alarm and
hold up.
Call. This now is one of our workers at Manchester High School who knows him well. Would have seen him on Wesley Road. That's in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm and she said if she had gotten help at the same time, they could have gotten him, but she wasn't quick enough to, because when they raised the alarm, he started to run. And then it was getting dark, he disappeared in some bushes and we conducted a search, but it would have been difficult because that was night. So given that situation, and we could confirm that he's in that locality, we arranged a massive party today with students and the firefighters.
I'm going to pull up again because I want to hear what day did he hear that.
The week about him being seen, although some...
Wait.
We were very hopeful that we would have found Jaden today because conclusively, I can speak to some of the alerts that we got earlier in the week about him being seen, although some persons adamant that they would have seen him in their surroundings. So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what his base is. But as far as last night is concerned, after 6, I got a call. This now is one of our workers at Manchester High School.
Last night, after 6, I got a call. I'm going to tell you the exact date of this interview. Give me a second. Last night, after 6, I got a call. This interview took place, so the 3rd of October, 2025 is when this went up. Hold up. 3rd of October is a Friday, is when this went up, that the interview took place on the Thursday, which is the 2nd of October. He's saying that Jaden was seen on the Wednesday, which is the 1st of October. Remember, Jaden Smith was missing from the 26th of September, which is the Friday when Shanique landed. So we are talking about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Wednesday is the 1st. Yes, that is the day that Shanique left the islands. That's the day Shanique left the island. And he is claiming that he received a call after 6 that night that they saw Jaden. And this is the member of staff who witnessed that they saw Jaden and that he ran off into the bushes that night. What the hell do you think that is? I want you to listen. Who left on the Wednesday? Shanique. What time did Shanique leave? Now, interestingly, although this that the Friday him present itinerary for when she land, he can't find itinerary for when she depart though. What time did Shanique leave on the Wednesday? If Shanique left early, this principal is covering Shanique's back and presenting an alibi by claiming that a member of his staff spotted him on the Wednesday, which is the day she departed. He's given a specific time, which is after 6 in the evening, when Jaden was last witnessed in physical presence. So that is a cover-up. That is an alibi. Because instead of saying that, listen, it's possible that something happened, right up until she left, If Shanique has already left the island, then hello. Here comes the principal, the respectable principal, who has a member of staff who has witnessed seeing Jaden potentially after Shanique has left the island. But yet we can't see that the member of staff, they come to the public. We can't hear no name. And this is why I know that these journalists were joking. A PE teacher. Can that PE teacher come to the fore and share? Can that PE teacher be named? And them question them I ask him. Has that PE teacher gone into the police to share their information? Have they followed up on it? Who is the PE teacher?
Who knows him well would have seen him on Wesley Road, that in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm and she said she had gotten help at it.
1, he said the PE teacher saw Jaden after 6, member of staff at the school. They raised an alarm. So we jump from 1 PE teacher to a they. Who is the they? Who is the they? How did one person manifest into more than 1 people for raise an alarm? And if more than 1 people were there, listen to this,
Same time, they could have gotten him, but she wasn't quick enough, so because when they raised the alarm, he started to run. And then he
So when they raised an alarm, he started it to run and she wasn't quick enough. And you see, I want Google Gaga stories. Because if it was multiple people there, a peer woman and a PE teacher, that's supposed to can run. My PE teacher, my PE teacher used to in every race when me did a go out in. Yeah. You understand? My PE teacher could have run. And what kind of PE teacher this? The day. Yeah. Who are the they? Who were the other people that raised an alarm about seeing Jaden and how is only she alone around half time? Why did she need to go and solicit help from other people when there was a they that raised an alarm?
getting dark, he disappeared.
Whoa. So, your member of staff saw Jaden. After your member of staff saw Jaden. When your member of staff saw Jaden, so Jaden did far away from this member of staff. So Jaden did far away from this member of staff that him could have just cut like that and jump in some bush. On Wesley Road, I need to look up Wesley Road and pull up a map of Wesley Road I need to pull up a Google map of Wesley Road. I'm going to do that when I'm finished with this live. I'm going to do that. I need to see what Wesley Road look like. So if this little boy was so far away that she needed to get help, because the only way you need to get help is if the distance between you and the child is so far, then you're not sure say you see Jaden then. And it was dark. I know Jaden, you see. How can you be so explicitly sure that you saw Jaden in the dark? He was away. Now, man, you're sharp like a razor if a Jaden, you see. And then I must escape the bushes. I must escape to Last Man Peak. Anybody read that book? I must escape to Last Man's Peak. Because how? To the point where you need to get people to come and help you to get this little boy and him escape into the bushes. You are providing an alibi for Shanique. That you do.
Bushes and we conducted a search, but it would have been difficult because that was night. So given that situation and we could confirm that he's in that locality, we arranged a massive party today with students and the firefighters and the police and media was there, and we combed that entire area. Grove Road, Newley Road, West.
Listen carefully to what he said. He said first that it was late at night and they conducted a search, Then he said it was difficult because it was too dark. Then he said the following day they conducted another search. You really believe that a search was conducted that Wednesday night? Come. If you believe that the principal conducted a search on the Wednesday night when it was too dark, when his so-called PE teacher told him that she witnessed Jaden and she hollered for help and the help never come. And if you believe, you just put up some thumbs up, say you believe. If you no believe, drop some purple heart, please. Him said that him go search with the members of staff that saw Jaden, and Jaden run off in a bush in the dark, and it was too dark. So they had to leave it and abandon that search. And then search again the following day with the police and the press and the students. Drop some purple heart if you don't believe. This man was not out on no damn Wednesday night looking for no Jaden in no darkness. This a pretty boy, Him never out there. All I hear is alibi building. He presented that. and I don't know how the hell this missed me. The first time I flip in here this, I don't know it missed me. That is the Wednesday, the same flipping Wednesday when this gal would have left the island. That the principal tell the world. Same see Jaden. Jesus of mercy. At the same Wednesday when she leave the island, him see Jaden. Him present this ghost, this dopey staff. Dopey staff, what to date, we can't see the dopey staff, we can't see the dopey staff face. We don't know what the dopey staff name. We never see this a dopey staff here. Now imagine, remember, our whole interview was done at Manchester High School with him, when he was gloating that he has not been suspended, right? And then walk up and down in the school and show them all of the display. I try to remember Jaden and all of the teachers. Them say, oh God. Wasn't that an opportunity for the flipping PE teacher? Let we talk. Not them time that the PE teacher would have presented him or herself. I say, boy, you know how I feel that thing because I saw that little boy and he ran off into the bushes away from me. That particularly hurt me. Don't you think that staff will be carrying an emotional burden? That they would have liked to express how much they miss the child and how they wish they could have did catch that little boy when they saw that little boy. Not one presence of that so-called PE teacher in that second interview. Every other member of staff. What time does school end? It ended 2:30 on the Friday, according to Mr. T. Doesn't these teachers have a family? Is there some special event while staff was still around? I'm confused. Clarity, please. No. Well, my love, I don't know. I don't know if on the Wednesday the 1st, if there was any such thing, because don't election was going on them time there to people. Don't election was going on. Wasn't there some elections going on? So maybe I don't know. Right? I'm calling out the PE teacher. Omar, I am calling out the PE teacher. I would like the PE teacher to step to the front of the class. PE teacher, you were the one. You saw Jaden running and you went and raised an alarm and nobody, you became a they. Your pronoun changed from he or she to they. And none of you couldn't catch Jaden. And this man did a whole interview and walk through his school with the press to show off that he was not being suspended, and you never present your face as one of the last members of staff who saw Jaden. We want to know. Come to the front of the class now, man. Who are you? Who are you?
Wesley Avenue. And we came up short.
If I could just follow, was the staff member able to say what he was wearing or how he was attired at the time when she saw him?
Yes, man, she gave up her, because I was about 20 minutes away, so I would have rushed some delays in the traffic, and I got there, they couldn't see him again, but she saw him in his same uniform as posted in the picture, school uniform, shirt, something just the same, knapsack on his back. But this time she said he had another bag in his hand as well, so they are surmising that.
Want to listen this now, you know. We're gonna get logical. A child went missing from the 26th of September. Count the days. 26th of September, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, the 1st. 5 days. 5 days. Okay? 5 good days. Him still in a uniform. That the little boy not supposed to dirty by now. That the little boy not in no change of clothes. That the little boy is still in him khaki. So what him do? Wherever him dead, him bed, get up, put on back khaki. Uniform not change. Shirt tucked in, my love. Yeah, well neat. Well neat. When him now go school, him now look disheveled. Him have other bag in his hand. You see that this man is laying a rat trap. He's setting out his webs of deception to catch the investigators and to cover all of the bases of the family members, particularly Shanique. Because why choose the Wednesday to say you spotted him? Why choose the Wednesday night at 6? I bet you if we find out when Shanique left the island, it was before 6. I bet to know any money. I bet to know. The whole purpose of that was to say there is a witness statement from a member of staff who said they saw Jaden. So if Jaden was spotted and this is a member of staff who knows him well, Shanique could not have done anything because even on the day she left, he was spotted. Jesus. Jesus.
Maybe he was heading towards the town to get food or something.
Yeah,
Because it would have been about less than 5 minutes now from the nearest food place on the Wesley Road.
Yeah.
So what's the impact, just for Gabriel, on the students, you know, his friends, colleagues there at the school, now that another day that you've come up short?
Mood is number one, but as you can imagine, we're not used to this kind of thing. This none of the students in the current population would have had to to endure a situation like this. So despite the fact that Jaden would have just started Manchester High School just 1 month now, he is a part of our population and we are close in his family. So today when we announce that...
Bap! What him just say? What the man just say? He's a part of our community and we're close to his family. Una hear? Oh, wait. Wait! Remember Dirty Shanique say she no know the principal. Nobody no know the principal. Principal no know them. Hold on.
Quickly, we're going to arrange a search. I mean, the entire school population almost literally wanted to go on the road. We had to manage the numbers. And they didn't just want to go for the fun of it. They have a deep concern, and they really want him to come back home. When I went to his class, down at the first form, that was Monday morning. Obviously, he sits right at the front of the class.
Wait. Pull it up some more.
To manage the numbers. And they didn't just want to...
Pull it up. Want to hear more.
I would have had to endure a situation like this. So despite the fact that Jaden would have just started Manchester High School just 1 month now, he is a part of our population and we are close in his family. So today when we announce that quickly we're going to arrange it.
We're close in his family. Despite the fact that he's only been there for 1 month, we're close. We're close. Yeah, we got it like that.
Search, I mean, the entire school population almost literally wanted to go on the road. We had to manage the numbers. And they didn't just want to go for the fun of it. They have a deep concern, and they really want him to come back home. When I went to his class, down at the first form, that was Monday morning. Obviously, he sits right at the front of the class, to the right of the teacher. And they left his decks and chair very clear, and with the high hope and expectation that he's going to rejoin them. So you can imagine the kind of impact. So everybody's going about, still going to their classes and engaging in their various activities. But when you come on the campus, you can tell that something is different.
Are his guardians, parents, a part of this search party?
Not today, but they have been all over the place. She has visited school on a number of occasions, so we stay in close contact, and they have organized searches independently of what we're doing. So sometimes they will...
We stay in close contact. So the contact is persistent. Close contact. Okay? We're in close contact. Since everything is happening, we're in close contact.
Move out with us at other times, depending on where the leads are. They would go to different areas. But today was a hastily arranged one, so they weren't a part of this one.
And what have you been able to gather from his class teachers? What kind of student is Jaden?
1 month.
Just like MP said,
Omar.
all those model students, and one of our indicators as educators, whenever you say a male student wants to sit at the front of the class, that in your office tells you that many of our boys tend to want to just gravitate towards the back of the class. So we're talking about purpose, determination, passion. One of the highest achievers, that came in on the test placement with a very high score in excess of 90. Valedictorian, top boy at Betavra, and very jovial, because some of his classmates who we spoke with Monday morning, they were with him at Little Teasers in Mandeville. That's a pizza place, quite popular, and they had good interactions. They were sharing meals with him and so on, and everything they said is that he ate more than he would have normally eaten, and they all left him there because he told them that he had something else to do in Mandeville. But they would not have suspected.
In this day and age, right? Where every picnic they on social media, them they on TikTok, them they on Facebook, them they all about the place, them they on Instagram. This whole Jaden Smith case of a buzz. You try to tell me, say, not one Manchester High School picnic come forward on TikTok and say, yeah, I know the youths. We did see my little Caesar, and the man just eat down the place. And same tell we say, him have things to go do in a Mandeville. I saw them picnic in the dark. Because Mr. Pitney on internet I do all sorts. And not one of them no come forward. Like he's talking so explicitly about how they were able to say that he ate so much. And he even told them which child did he tell that he had plans in Mandeville. Which plans? Which child did he tell? Which one of these children? Were these children presented as key witnesses to the police? Was an interview conducted with these kids? Who spoke to them?
Anything based on out of the ordinary. Just he gets a lot and he still carried food with him when we check the footage. But what I can say is we're about after that.
So that sounds like, and just based on what you said to me, that sounds like he was preparing himself. Not to
Move your blouse and skirt. It doesn't sound like he might prepare himself. Jaden Smith, if he went and bought pizza with $2,000, bought a whole flipping pizza, there is no way that little small framed boy can sit and consume an entire flipping pizza. He may have eaten his share and he was bringing back for the people so that them not say him them have a pizza and him not share none before them bully him. You understand me? I carry him that carry back some. Whoever him that go meet Pampert Road, which we hear is the cousin he was going to meet, I carry back food. He might make sure him eat later with him little savings. If him not go share it, he might go eat it himself. Because him know say on a Friday they don't cook. On a Friday they don't cook. They said that. Jaden bought his own dinner. Jaden never have no intention of running off. Jaden bought his own dinner. Either for pinch and get Demar PC if Demar bully him. Or for name the rest a night. Because them never did I bring nothing for him. In him head, him a sort out him own a dinner. So when the aunt that she talk about, oh, they were going to go to Mother's and Ray after Shanique done buy one big bucket of chicken, can come give as the foreigner when she knows say wanna wait down there and wanna do whatever. Well, then they bring no mothers for no Jaden. You understand? Jaden na bring home him own food. Jaden had every intention of returning home. I wonder if he was questioned by the police. I think the way he speaks confirms that the family is indeed guilty. Them two lie. You damn right.
not to go home.
Clearly, that we can conclude for sure. We were saying today that and he's part of the cadet unit as well, but boy, his survival skills are excellent because he has been seen at so many different places. And yesterday, the distance that he ran, when I checked that has to be somebody with a lot of energy still to be able to run all that distance and then disappear. And so he's quite.
He has a lot of skills, a lot of survival skills. Does that make any sense to you? He has a lot of survival skills. He was only in cadet for a month. It wasn't long that he was in cadet. What kind of survival skills did Jaden pick up in cadet? You're giving cadet all the credit. What kind of survival skills did Jaden just pick up like that? Just pick up so. Over a month. Every day him go cadet. It would have to be a daily training. Daily training hours at a time. Huh? Jaden was already in school for a few weeks before he decided to join cadet, so there's no way cadet can be attributed to these survival skills that you're talking about. It doesn't make no sense. None of your members of staff saw Jaden. None of them saw Jaden. You're lying. Them don't do what them do with Jaden already. You were just presenting. Listen to me, man, I do feel sick. But may I have a wallet? You were just presenting Shanique with an alibi. So that it covers her departure from the island. This is what you people do. Whenever it is that you are closely connected with suspects, on a use, on a clout, on a money, on a position, on a buy out people, on a cover people back. There are all kinds of rumors, but I'm not going to go down the rumor route because my question is to you, Mr. Gabriel, why you do it?
But clearly, and then he had extra money as well. His guardian would have said that he took out his savings as well, and that was against the plan that they had for the savings that he had. So clearly, he had a plan, but nobody knew. So,
what does that tell you? What does that tell you? The principal is telling you, oh, he took out his savings as well and blah, 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 blah. Collusion of stories, coaching, everybody sharing stories, everybody singing from the same Sankey, everybody speaking the same things by making sure their alibi is watertight. Why is the principal representing the family's perspective on a nationwide interview? Is it for him to speak on what the aunt says is taking place in our house? Is that professional or responsible? All him supposed to talk about what took place in high school, what took place in a school vicinity. That all him can vouch for. The man a vouch for the family. Why? Because like he said at the start, we are close. We're close. Despite the fact that Jaden was only there for a month, we're close with the family.
This was Principal Gabriel. This is a 12-year-old boy. What is he afraid of such that he would prepare himself to be on the run?
The $1 million question, we're all in the community trying, because if it is that he doesn't want to go back home, then there are several places he could just turn himself in, whether to school or to the police, or because the last thing we did today was to send out, we're going to do a town cry, if it maybe just started already, so we have coined a voice note to the principal, because we think he will hear it, especially after school hours, just to confirm that, that the school community cares about him, we love him, we want him to return to us, he has a bright future, we don't want him to do anything to himself, so we're pleading with him just to come by and we'll take care of him and whatever the matter is from there.
We don't want him to do anything to himself. You claim that you saw Jaden 5 days after his disappearance. Well, at least your member of staff did. 5 days after his disappearance, Jaden was out shopping for food with another bag and his knapsack. That looked like he went and got food, apparently, allegedly. That's a child surviving out in the wilds. Yeah, because you claim his survival skills is so... Does that sound like a child who's trying to do something to himself? You never even said, we want Jaden to come back just in case some predator get to him, somebody hurt him. You understand? You are saying before he does something to himself. Do you know why you said that, Principal Gabriel? Because you know, say for example, them never necessarily do nothing to Jaden to take his life. You know, say them rough him. Me not 100% know if Principal Gabriel knows say the child not debout on the earth, So me can't necessarily go down the route there, people. But me know say him a cover for Shanique back. And she probably tell him, say them rough him. Because why would he think that Jaden might do something to himself? Him thinking that Jaden I feel guilty. And the same story them sell him. But this man a cover. Why him a cover? That the closeness, they have to be very close for him to put him professional neck on the line. Very, very close. Him have it closer than a brother. If you want to do something like that. Because what make we know is the fact that this man chose the day that Shanique leave could put it, say, a member of staff, see the little child. Give her time. He got that out into the atmosphere. He's talking about Jaden like he's Einstein and Houdini. A 12-year-old is outsmarting the entire world. I'm telling you. I think Gabriel knows everything and he helped to cook up the stories. It is not impossible. It isn't.
But we cannot know why this youngster would be just running like that and trying to evade everybody and not even seem to be staying at a stable place.
And none of his friends or teachers detected anything strange or unusual about his behavior in the last few days?
Absolutely not, because he's a quiet student but participates a lot in class, loves to answer questions and very reasoned and intelligent. But all of the persons that interacted with him...
Contradictory. Contradictory. He's a very quiet child, but he loves to answer questions. What? What? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you at all? He's a very quiet person, but he loves to answer questions. No. No, Principal Gabriel. That doesn't make sense. As a child who is quiet, who is naturally quiet and doesn't talk, does not do this a lot. That's the opposite of a child who's quiet. That's the opposite of a child who's quiet. If he is naturally quiet, not even, big up yourself, bro Shaka, not even when it comes to answering questions, that child is going to be doing that. 15 years in the classroom, me. Yeah? So I know what the hell I'm talking about. If a child is quiet across the board. Jaden did escape from on Perth Road because Demar, aka Killy, said that an old lady saw Jaden running away and him looked tired. So them say. He also said that he was waiting for Jaden for a long time on Perth Road. We can go into that on another day. Listen, I was going to do where you call it school, Jamaica College bullying situation in the same video. I think we're gonna stop here. We've been on here for a long time and it's time for us to wrap this up. I will do the Jamaica College video and talk about the bullying that's taking place there and how the Jamaica College principal, yet another one where I hide them back and allowing children to get treated terribly. I will do another video on that and upload it possibly tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. If I don't come live tomorrow. I might come live tomorrow. I'm about. You understand? But when I listen to things like this, people, and all of the discrepancies in the conversations, we're going to keep revisiting. We're not going to drop this. We're going to keep listening to their lies and keeping their lies alive. Because that's the only way that people are going to start to pay attention. If they see that we're not letting it go, and we never will let it go. No one at the school saying anything, only the principal or something, all right? Listen, we want that PE teacher to open her mouth. The one who claimed they saw Jaden on the 1st. We want that PE teacher to open her mouth. Mr. Gabriel, you and I know no such member of staff exists. It naga work. Anyway, guys, please drop the purple hearts as we exit the classroom. Like up the live as you exit the classroom. Thank you so much for coming over to have this discussion, to help us to fight this fight for Jaden Smith. We're not done in. You understand? We're not done in. They want us for done, but we're not done in. That child was a beacon of light. I want to snuff out the light. And we now make gonna get away with it. It's as simple as that. Justice for Jada will say, and a justice for Jada will mean somebody will have to pay. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out. Bye.